Oh, this is Pizzazz, and I've had him since he was 2. Mary Hannah actually imported him from Holland, and I bought him as a 2-year-old, just partly broken in. And he's been my best mate since then. Probably representing Australia at the World Young Horse Championships. It was just a fantastic experience. Jazz was 6, and we went to Germany and we represented Australia and came home with the ribbons and heard the national anthem being played and all that stuff. It was really great. It was really thrilling. A year after bringing him home from Europe, or maybe a bit longer, we'd just managed to get to Grand Prix, and we'd had a couple of Grand Prix starts, qualified for the World Cups. We're having a fantastic time, and he sustained an injury that was likely to be career-ending at the time, and took 2 years to get him right. He had stem cell treatment. The injury was actually a torn meniscus. So it's usually, for people, it's a footballer's injury. It's a rotation injury in the knee, and at that stage, stem cells hadn't been used very much in horses, but were used quite a lot in medicine, and were really on the up and up in orthopaedic medicine. So I thought that maybe stem cells were the go. So it hadn't ever been done in horses for this sort of injury, and we didn't know what the recovery time was likely to be or if he would recover. But he had 2 years off, and he's completely sound. So that was the best moment, really, was when he came back into work. It was great. In terms of analysing movement, I'm not that interested in the really big movement, because that's often really hard to collect. So more modest movement, but what I really like is to see the balance, especially in the down transition. So it's about how the horse manages its centre of gravity as it slows down. Does it fall on its forehand, or does it just step under and carry the weight on its hind legs, which is what you want for a dressage horse. So that balance in the down transitions, I think, tells you quite a lot about the capacity of the horse to collect. I won't accept dishonesty, so I don't mind if a horse is a bit nervous and a bit spooky and a bit careful and lacks confidence, because you can help a horse to build up confidence, but I don't like horses that are dishonest. So horses that will just make a fuss for no particular reason, or will get annoyed with you because you want them to work hard. So I like an honest worker that's prepared to work hard and put in. Well, interestingly that you asked that, because at the moment Jazz has got his Activo Med magnetic rug on, and for us that's an absolutely essential piece of equipment, and it's quite a high-tech piece of equipment. It's an electromagnetic rug that also has a massage program in it, but it really has great tissue penetration and helps warm up, helps recovery after work. And if you've got something, a little tiny niggly thing, I think that this probably helps to treat it before you even know it's gone wrong. Well, we produce quite a few young horses, and we believe that getting them out and showing them the scenery is the most important thing. So building up their confidence, lots of little outings. Our youngsters go out to show jumping shows, they go to pony club, when that's possible, they come to these shows and they sit in the yard and they just watch the scenery. So it's just about building up their confidence and layering experiences, from whether you're putting very little demand on the actual work and just letting them come out, have the experience, have fun when they come out here, that it's not too scary or they're not being worked too hard, just so that they start to just take it. So that coming to a horse show and doing the work just becomes just like a day at the office is for the rest of us. Yeah, well, I don't. They say that the funny things are always when the bad things happen, and then afterwards you can laugh at them, but perhaps I'm a bit too much of a stress head and I don't find it that funny. But I have had some disasters with trucks breaking down and getting stuck in Sydney with 4 horses and no truck, and I was living in the truck, and I was living in the truck in the car park of a hospital that I was working at, casualty and intensive care, overnight, and the security guards didn't think that it was right that I should be living in the truck in the car park of the hospital, so I was evicted, so then I was homeless. That was kind of funny in retrospect, but didn't feel funny at the time. Yeah, well, he gets his breakfast early and then he goes out for a nice long walk and a pick of grass. He's come back in this morning, he's got his rug on. He'll get his lunch a little bit earlier because his start time is close to 6 o'clock, so he needs to have his dinner so that he's finished by 4 o'clock, so he's not had anything to eat for the last 2 hours prior to the competition. and I'll get on him. He'll go out for another walk in the afternoon, another pick of grass. We like to get them in and out of the box all the time, just so he's not standing in here. Partly just so he's happy and interested, not being bored and sour, and not that he does get sour. And then I'll just hop on him about a half an hour beforehand. He doesn't need a great deal of warming up. He's very sensible. We don't have to wear ourselves out before the class. Hopefully that'll work, and we'll be in fighting form. I probably would like to see just more of a sense that the judges and the riders are on the same team. You know, sometimes it can feel a bit as if the judges are against the riders and the riders are against the judges, and it's like we're fighting each other. And it's really we're all working towards the same goals. We're all genuinely putting in, doing our best, enjoying our sport, thinking about improving the sport and progressing our own knowledge. And I'd like to see there was more a sense of community and more a sense of collaboration and sort of a bit of teamsmanship within the different compartments of the sport.